Let me know when you're ready for check. Also look at the levels on the Zoom. This is Mitch Mike audio check 1 2 3. Mitch Mike audio check 1 2 3. This is Steve audio check 1 2 3. Steve Mike audio check 1 2 3. They both sound good? Okay, you can stop the recording for now then. Yes.
Tonight's battle between the La Cañada Spartans and the San Marino Titans. It is homecoming.
And Steve, I know your favorite game of the year. That's the annual game against La Cañada.
It is.
Yeah, I know you're a big fan of that.
It is, and I've instilled that same type of enthusiasm in this game to number 75, Glover Talt, the center for San Marino, and discussing the matter. And it was funny. I was talking with my daughters, and they just don't get it. And I said, well, you haven't competed against them for years and years and years. But
Well, it is kind of a guy thing, so.
San Marino won the toss and will elect to defer. San Marino coming off a big victory against South Pasadena, still in it for the Rio Hondo League right now. Monrovia leads 2-0 record. San Marino's 1-1. I believe La Cañada is 1-0, having beaten Temple City. So San Marino, if they win this game and win out the rest of the league, they're in a position at least to take second place. So a very important game for the Titans as we please join us for the anthem.
With the playing of our national anthem.
Well, that's the San Marino High School Marching Band in new uniforms, I've noticed. A little different hat.
Uniforms, very pleasant. Good evening. Welcome to Titan Stadium. The Stadium 3 Hondo League game between our guests.
Big day today, homecoming parade today at 3:30, featuring the band and several other clubs and all the floats, which will come out at halftime as they introduce the homecoming king and queen and the prince and princesses for each class. They were coronated. They were part of the coronation last Saturday night, coronation herald here at the high school. So, waiting for the Titans to enter the field. La Cañada on the far side. La Cañada is 5-2 coming into this game. San Marino 2-6. The difference is much like South Pasadena, however, and that is those 5 wins come against teams that are in much lower divisions, divisions 13 and 14. They played South El Monte and lost to them, and then also played Fillmore and lost to them. So San Marino, on the other hand, once again, as we stated last week, has played teams that are above them. San Marino is a 10th division team, and they played a lot of 9s, a 6, and I believe an 8. So you really can't tell by the record coming in, Mitch, but it is, in watching La Cañada, I think San Marino sizes up well against them.
I hope so. You were able to watch them a little bit more before I did. Now, there's a website called Cal Preps, and some people tell me that this is the most accurate site in the world, that they have an uncanny knack for predicting high school football games. Kind of wish there was a way to make money on that. But they pick San Marino to win 22-21. That's how close they think it's going to be.
Well, and that would be close. San Marino's not scored 22 points all season long. So what we're going to see is we're going to see La Cañada's defense force San Marino to throw the ball tonight. They will stack the box against San Marino most probably. They run a variety of defensive schemes, and San Marino's had to practice for that all week long. I think La Cañada has a good quarterback. He's got a strong arm like we saw last week. I do not – they love to throw some of the simple outs behind the line of scrimmage. They don't necessarily extend the field all that much with their passing game, but they have a decent running game too. Offensive line, decent size, nothing San Marino has not seen in the past. So Jordan Evans will kick off for the Titans, Mitch. Oh, Mitch is going to wait. Mitch is doing various duties tonight as he does. Kickoff by Jordan. He will hit at about the 20. They'll pick it up. One missed tackle, several others, and now a breakaway, and Leong forces him back inside. So a return that the Titans did not want to see. Seemed like they had him stacked against the sideline, but the Titans did not have an opportunity to bring him down. So a good start by La Cañada. You're starting on the 40-yard line, shortens the field. It shortens the opportunity for mistakes.
On the 39-yard line. So good field position for the Spartans. Steve, you said that this quarterback has got a good arm, and we will see if that is the case. He wears number 5. His name is Brandon Reese. And there's a handoff up the middle.
That is Hardy carrying the ball. Hardy, Mitch, he's not the fastest runner in the world, but he runs with a lot of power. They like to run it in the 3 gap, basically. They'll clear it out and run the 3 gap. It's very important for the linebackers not to get caught inside in those type of situations.
Brandon Reese is the quarterback from the shotgun. They have a 4 wide receiver set, pretty much San Marino's standard set. Reese wants to throw, fires, and it's incomplete.
No, picked off.
Picked off. Holy smokes, thank you. Pass is intercepted.
I thought it was incomplete, too. Good pressure on the quarterback. Seth Matsumoto got it. But Mitch,
down San Marino, ball at the La Cañada 47-yard line.
I thought he basically threw that ball away because he was getting pressure. And next thing I know, Seth Matsumoto is pretending like he has the ball, and indeed he does.
Steve, I just called it incomplete. I thought he threw it like into the logo. I like straight down on the ground, and all of a sudden you said it's intercepted. I'm like, no way.
I thought it was too until I saw Seth kind of trying to grab the ball.
The people that agree are the officials. That's all that really matters.
Really, we don't
Marino,
matter.
First down. Hunter Short, the quarterback. So Short is the quarterback for the Titans. One running back, that is Single. Pass is thrown to the far sideline, complete, and that's going to be a first down and more to Andy Sutherland. First down, San Marino.
Well, good job by the Titans giving protection, and also they're going to stack the box against the Titans. They're going to force us to throw the ball, and so it's very important for Short to have a good passing game tonight. And he add Sutherland into his mix of receivers to start the game is going to throw their defense into turmoil because he rarely throws to Sutherland.
Nice throw, nice route. Really good route out there, Steve. They had the defensive La Cañada completely fooled. Number 19, Justin Zoltzman, didn't know who to pick, and the open man was Andy Sutherland. Shotgun again for Short. Short throws kind of the same route. This time it's picked up by Tron Grizel, and it's fumbled, but he fumbled it after he went out of bounds, and the Titans will retain the football.
Yeah, you're right, Mitch. Same thing, just force it out, force it out, force it out. What they will do is they will step the, at least in the game of Temple City, they had their defensive backfield step up and try to force the issue and force the run. San Marino's going to look to widen the field, and they have in these first two passes, and a good catch by Tron Grizel. Fortunately, the fumble came after he stepped out of bounds.
So second down and short for San Marino in good field position. Short throws this way, has a man. Sutherland, nice move. Touchdown, San Marino.
Well, Connor Short has come out on fire tonight, hitting Sutherland twice, one move, put him in, and then to Grizel on the other side. I can't express how important it is that he has included Sutherland in his package of receivers, because he hasn't necessarily in the past, and he's doing this rather effectively tonight. So that takes the pressure off Grizel, and the kick is up by Jordan Evans and good. So the Titans here at homecoming off to a very important start, putting 7 on the board right away. This is the earliest we've scored in the game.
Oh my gosh, by far. Nice drive. Of course, the nice drive starts with a takeaway. Beautiful interception by Seth Matsumoto. And then 3 plays, I think it was later.
It was.
Titans are in the end zone. Pass to Sutherland. Nice move by Sutherland, who caught the ball, faked like he was going to cut inside, and then he brought it outside. Touchdown.
And I would tell you, they studied the films, and they probably never saw number 11 as a regular target of Short. They've seen Grizel, they've seen others, but now you come out and you add Sutherland to that mix, and Cañada is lost because they're putting their best D back and they're focusing their coverage on Grizel, and to be able to have Andy step up and do a great job, that's fabulous. Good job for the Titans. Also, the other thing is, we talk about field position and the fact that it only took 3 plays. The shorter the field position, the less opportunity for a mistake.
So a beautiful first drive by San Marino, and the Titans are on the board courtesy of a touchdown pass to Andy Sutherland. They're going to try a little trickeration here. They throw it all the way out here to number 12, and he's got some running room. And he is going to get all the way out to the 50-yard line. Nice play by the Spartans. Matsumoto finally makes a tackle.
Well, a little trickery that Cañada is well known for that. A lot of times they'll do that on kickoffs. So they must have seen on the films San Marino not necessarily staying in their lanes. Good tackle by Herring, stuck with it, but they have good field position to start.
So nice play. The ball was kicked short to number 32, and that is Luke Fogarty. And Fogarty took 1 step to his left, turned and fired, and hit number 12. That's Delgatti, and that play worked very, very well. They must have seen some over pursuit by San Marino. There's the handoff to number 21, Hardy, and Hardy has a first down and much, much more.
They love to run that play. What they do is they get the linebacker caught inside. It happened that time, and he runs that pattern every time in between the kick-out block on the outside and the ceiling on the inside. Titans have seen that on game film. I'm surprised they got caught inside. 21-yard gain.
First down for the Spartans. Hand off to Hardy again. And Matsumoto at the bottom of the pile makes the tackle for San Marino. Also there, number 72, Karush Hasibi.
Yeah, they're not going to get far running the ball up the middle with Hasibi there. With the injuries to Johnny Q, they've decided to keep Hasibi in the middle and bring in, I believe that's Brendan Long, number 25. Brendan Long, pardon me, number 25 is a defensive end.
High snap this time. Reese rolls to his right, has some pressure, throws into the end zone, incomplete.
and Hasibi just buried the quarterback on that one. The ball thrown a little long. They had pretty decent coverage, so that's going to bring up 3rd and long. But they're probably in 4-down territory, although in watching their kicker, they have an excellent kicker. So the Titans looking to keep them backed up here, but good pressure by Hasibi. Forced the pass a little early.
Number 13, Johannes Zerahan, also on coverage for the Titans. Oh, that's going nowhere.
I did not see who made that play. Was it Singal who stepped up and Seth Canal who finished it off?
Hardy, the ball carrier. Brought down by
So a 7-yard loss. So they are in 4th down territory, or they're in 4-down territory here inside the 35-yard line. They have no choice but to go for it. But if they do not succeed, San Marino will have pretty decent position to do it. But a good job by the defense.
Really nice job of reading that play, Steve. I said it was a complete pass, but it looked like a lateral. So that may have been a lateral, and we've got a penalty marker on the field.
That is procedure. Number 19 left a little early, and pardon me, he cut up a little early. You cannot move towards the goal line until the ball is snapped, even when you're in motion, or even if you have a notion for it. Good crowd tonight here.
39-yard line.
Homecoming.
4th and 20.
So 4th and 20, Mitch.
And I think they're going to go for it again.
Yeah, I have no choice, really.
Yeah, don't blame them. I wouldn't want to kick it here either. Down 7:34 to go in the first quarter, and the Spartans are going to go for it, and they will employ a 4-receiver set. They bring in one in motion now to the near side. Reese, the quarterback, takes the shotgun snap. Drop back, runs, has some running room. I don't think enough to get the first down. Great open field tackle by number 16, Seth Matsumoto. The Titans will take over.
A great job by Seth. They know that he likes to run a lot. And whenever there's pressure on the quarterback, he will step up. Everybody had cleared out, covering their man below him, but except for Seth Matsumoto, who stayed at home and then made the tackle. So San Marino will take over on downs.
Nice play by the Titan defense. Seth Matsumoto, Steve, is one heck of a ball player. And I have to tell you something. That's a guy that Mike Hobby really, really liked.
Played him as a sophomore.
Yeah, and I talked to Coach Hobby for about an hour on Sunday, maybe longer. And he said, Seth playing well, Seth playing well. I think Hobby was driving the camper to Kentucky when he said that. This is Nick Singal, and Singal will get a couple yards on the play before he's brought down.
Good job. He came to the line and slid until he could find that opening and picked it up around the outside. That was designed to go off tackle, and it wasn't exactly open, so he just slid until he found that opening and picked up the 6 yards.
6 minutes and 48 seconds now left to go in the first quarter. Titans have that 7-0 lead on the interception by Matsumoto and the very quick 3-play drive that wound up with the Titans in the end zone. 2nd down and 4 for San Marino. 3 wide receivers. They got a little H-back down there. That's Prappis who's back tonight. And that will be a first down for San Marino. Handoff to Singal, I believe. And the Titans will get a first down.
Well, the Titans are getting a hat on a hat up there on the offensive line. And a quick hit by Singal.
First down, San Marino.
He hit the line quickly, and San Marino's going to have some success when they do that. I think that you recall that first drive was all passing. This one has been all running. So San Marino now taking a look at what they're doing. They've dropped guys out of the box and are now San Marino's going to try to take advantage of that.
1st and 10, ball directly at midfield. Shotgun snap is to short, fires this way, has Tron Grizel, and Grizel will get about 6 or 7 yards on the play.
Right, just a quick pass. The one thing that Short's doing tonight, he's getting the ball away really, really quick. And that type of release, it precludes the defense, who's typically backing up from reacting in that situation. And with a good receiver like Tron Grizel, they're not going to have a chance.
So 2nd down and 3 for the Titans. Clock runs, 5 minutes 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. San Marino leads by a score of 7-0. 3 wide receivers at the top of your screen, and the running back is single. The hand is single right up the middle. Has running room. Finally dragged down by number 12, but it's going to be a first down for San Marino.
Well, the Titans have seen obviously a breach in their defense, and I will say I'm a little concerned about them flagging my son for holding on that, which makes me very proud. But he's got to get his hands in. But boy, Single's just really hitting the line. Our offense is so much quicker tonight.
And a much better, sharper performance last week, just getting better against teams that we should be playing with as well, Steve.
Yes.
We've been playing teams that are way out of our league, probably including Monroe, and he will be close to San Marino first.
There was probably the best running play they've had up to tonight's game, pardon me, last week on that touchdown at the beginning of the second half. Everything seemed to work well. And part of it, Mitch, is they're running with a consistent offensive line now. So guys are getting used to knowing what each other does.
Clock running. We're down to 4 minutes here in the first quarter. We have an official's timeout, and the Titans, I think,
Well, I don't know.
he's pointing up here. Has he got I think he might have an equipment issue. That's probably what he's throwing Grizel off for. Maybe something broken, or if he's got blood on his uniform, not sure, but Grizel's going to have to leave, and Nico Mavridis will head up. And look at Justin Maces trying to get his personnel on the field, and the referee's like, get back there, come on, give us a break.
Well, and I don't know what it is, because it must be blood, Mitch, because he's now on the sidelines and they're wrapping something.
Right up the middle, and Single has another nice gain for the Titans, and he has a first down.
Yeah, good job. Also, Single is running the ball tonight, just avoiding the tacklers, and they've got Cañada on skates right now. It was Tron has an owie, and they seem to be wrapping it.
So good field position for the Titans. They got the ball at about the 8-yard line, first and goal for San Marino, and Single really softening up that defense. Let's see if they maybe do some play action or just throw right off the bat. So Grizel still out of the ball game. Mavridis is split to the near side. Michael Prappus, I think, back in the game, number 18, or back on the active list, we might say. And now we've got delay of game against San Marino, or timeout San Marino. I think timeout.
Well, there was a penalty flag on the backside, so maybe they did call a timeout. I don't see them really moving the ball.
Timeout San Marino.
Well, let's see what they call here. They're asking, are you using a timeout? And
they're not sure.
Neither am I. But I'm not sure of a lot of things.
So Grizel now back in the game. They have taken a timeout off the board for San Marino. I hope they didn't do it because I said it. I mean, I hope they heard it from a more reliable source than myself.
Well, it's interesting. They called a timeout, and yet they also marked off the yards. So San Marino must have called the timeout after the delay of game, which is an interesting use of a timeout, but they wanted to get Grizel back in there.
So it's first and goal from the 13. It was a 5-yard penalty. I did see it was delay a game, I believe. Single running room, and it may not matter. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, San Marino.
Yeah, you're right, Mitch. It doesn't matter, boys. Single just took that ball, went off tackle. Good blocking up front, and he found his hole, and San Marino's up 13-0. Titans set out to do one thing this year, and that is win league. Chances are they cannot do that if Monrovia beats South Pasadena tonight, and then beats, I believe they have La Cañada next week. So unless something odd happens tonight and next week, but San Marino's in a position to take the number 2 position in Rio Hondo League, which allows them to move on to the playoff. The way they're playing right now, this is the sharpest we've seen. Mitch, I think this is the most points we've scored. Number 1 in a quarter, number 2 in a game.
I think we are pretty close. I think we're close on both marks, but really sharp offensively. And Single seems to be the one that gives us that advantage.
Oh, right now, yeah, absolutely. He's playing a great game. But Short gave us the advantage in that first drive. First drive was passing, second drive was running, and it's a very balanced attack right now, at least in success into the end zone. Be interesting who they kick off to, Mitch, because the last one they played that trickery, and the first one they had a pretty good return. So we'll see.
Evans kicking to the near side this time. See if they try any trickery. They don't. And this is going to be number 19, and he is dragged down from behind. A nice play by the Titan defender there. I want to see who that was. I think it was number 11, Andy Sutton, who made the stop.
Boy, he flew down there and then came up and caught him from behind, showing some speed from Sutherland. So a good job by Andy, who's had a great game so far.
13 yards on the turn for Zoltzman. First down, Spartans on the 22-yard line.
So first down for La Cañada. They'll snap it from the 22-yard line. Good kick coverage by San Marino, and La Cañada still trying to establish that ground game, and they only get a couple yards on the play. Seth Canule getting up from the bottom of the pile.
Well, they do that to keep our linebackers honest, to stick them home, because you never know, and then they'll pop one to Hardy, who will run off tackle. Now, what they like to do, two things, Mitch, passing-wise, is they'll throw a little behind the line out. There they go.
And it's another handoff to Hardy, yeah, and it doesn't get very much either. Maybe a couple yards on the play, and a big pile underneath that for San Marino. Getting up is number 25, number 72, and number 16. I'll give you all those numbers here and names in just a second. Number 25 is Brendan Long.
Now watch the slant here from the man in the slot. They like to run him on a slant.
And
it looks like we might figure that out.
No gain, 3rd and 8. And here's a pitch to Hardy, and Hardy's going to get very little on that one as well. And the Titans are going to force a 3rd and long here.
Good job by Single reading that.
Brought down by number 72,
and Karusha Seavey reading that, and the Titans keep them out 3 and out. And with who's that on the far side? I see Grizel, and I see bad snap, Mitch. Now he's in trouble. He's being rushed. He's trying to run the ball on the outside. He has something, and I don't know what they called, but a good job by Brandon Long. Good, and Matsumoto. But I don't know. There's a penalty flag.
The ball carrier, 5-yard loss on the play, but there is a marker on the field.
And it's in that position where if it's a 15-yarder, they may end up with a first down, Mitch.
I don't know where this comes from, because it was a great tackle by Matsumoto, and it was around the ankles. But I think they're pointing to La Cañada. We'll see what this is.
Oh, it'll be
illegal block in the back against the Spartans.
Well,
illegal block in the back is
that puts the Titans in fabulous position. So. What a break, a forced turnover. He tried to run it. I thought, Mitch, I would have punted it. He tried to punt it in that instance.
Football, ball at the 10-yard line.
You're not?
I've not really, I've kind of been in that position from like a shotgun snap from a quarterback. But you just get the ball and you assume everybody's all around you. I mean, you kind of have to assume that. Yeah. It's probably not a good thing. So he had to turn around. He picks up the ball, and by the time he took 3 steps and was able to look, he realized that maybe there was an opportunity for him to run the ball.
Well, Nick Derrick here takes the walk of shame. They were missing somebody on that offensive line.
1st and 10, San Marino. It is 1st and goal. They don't have the other yard markers up, so it's going to be 1st and goal for San Marino. Handoff to Single up the middle, and he will get about half of it. He'll get down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, the Titan offensive line is doing a job getting to the second level and cutting off their linebackers from any pursuit. And that they took away a yard there. I don't know why. Is this the same backfield, Judge, we had last week?
I don't know if it is or not. I don't know. Well, I can tell you this. We've gone almost an entire quarter without a holding penalty.
So it may not be. Yeah. 22 seconds left. And the Titans are just going to let it run down and well, maybe not.
I think we're just going to try to get one more play off. So tighter formation, 3 wide receivers this time. And we're down to 3, 2, 1. This is Karapetian, and he cuts it up, and he is going to make it into the end zone. Touchdown. Matthew Karapetian. Touchdown.
Took 2 guys together, and suddenly Cal High Sports may have overestimated this game as San Marino getting ready to put their 21st point on the board. So good job by Karapetian. Here's the kick. It's up, and it is suddenly 21-0, the most points that the Titans have scored this week or this year, and they're not done yet. Mitch, I'm kind of hoping for no clock.
The running clock on homecoming. Okay, Chase, right? Good, or Chase?
We have a visiting announcer. Which one's he going to do? Is he going to join me, or?
He's going to do. You want to do TV, or you want to do the PA where people can hear you pick?
Do PA.
Which one? Which one you want to do? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you get a higher Q ratio when you Q rating when you do the announcement. So a great crowd here seeing the Titans take a 21-0 lead. So San Marino will kick off for the 4th time this half. Good job by Karapetian in running that ball. Boy, he has come on the last 2 games. He's been really more and more involved, more and more wanting to be involved, and doing a great job running the ball the last 2 games. Jordan's kick goes and it lands. Oh, that ball's a live ball! That ball is a live ball, and there's a flag on the play. I don't know what it's about, but that ball is a live ball. But unfortunately, it was touched and then went out of bounds. So I don't know what the call is. It looked like, I don't know if they thought someone was headhunting, but we'll see what that call is. Aguilera was the one who was there, but we're waiting to see. Maybe it's a mutual combative call. No, they're saying they're going to move the ball up here. So it is a penalty against Aguilera. I think basically it was a clothesline. It looked to be headhunting. He should have gone for the ball there. But instead they will call. We haven't seen the actual signal. Maybe the ball went out of bounds there. I'm not sure, but it is. Oh, you know what it is? The penalty was because the ball did go out of bounds on the kick, so they'll get it on the 35-yard line. Either get it where they were downed or on the 35-yard line. So that's the call, and the penalty was not headhunting or anything like that. Handoff, fake handoff, pass right. That's that pass they love. They just love to run that slant. We didn't get to it first, so Reese trying to settle things down here, down 21-0, throws just a quick slant. So that'll be a first down. They're right at the 50-yard line. Fake handoff, pressure up the middle, gets away from Uriardi, continues to run, lowers his head, and is brought down by Fadardo. So now we have Brandon Long that has to come out, and they'll bring in number 64, that is Cole Giles. So they're saying he's bloodied, so he has to come out. So they're really concerned about the Owies today. Pressure up the middle. That pass over the middle, that's the same pass that got him in trouble earlier. Good coverage by Singal as that ball falls incomplete. And the downs will move to third and about 3. Good coverage by Singal. The Titans putting some pressure on Hess. 3rd and 3. He's going to keep it, and he does, and he's close to the first down. It appears he gets it. Tackle by number 72, Hasibi. And number 74, Canal. So it's basically a quarterback option, but it's different because typically the quarterback option is a read a little further outside, but on that one, he just takes it and decides to go. That's the sophomore making the right decision on that one. Fake handoff, quick pass on the outside to number 12, and it is complete. So La Cañada seems to be moving the ball here after struggling their first 2 or 3 opportunities. Little under 11 minutes left here in the first half. Titans up 21-0. So 1st and 10. Hess lone back is Hardy. Handoff goes to Hardy up the middle. He's hit hard and bent back once again. It appears that he'll pick up 1, maybe 2 yards as Seth Mazumoto comes off the bottom of that, as does Seth Canal. So the Seths, as Mitch mentioned, they were sensational in the paper the other week. Hasibi also credited for the tackle. 2nd and 8. Hardy again, the lone Blackfield. 3 split to the left. Handoff goes to Hardy. Takes it outside. He's hit hard by Zahar. And after a pickup of about 1, and Cole Giles is also in on the tackle. So it'll bring up 3rd and about 7, maybe 6.5. They'll split 3 out to the left, 1 on the right. Lone back is Hardy again. They get the Titans. Nope, they had movement by number 75. We'll see. They're going to talk about it, but 75 appeared to move on that offensive line. They're going to discuss it, and it appears that they're in agreement. They're not in agreement, but they said, La Cañada, go back to your huddle, and we'll see what the call is. It is going to be offsides against the Titans. So even though 75 seemed to belie that the Titans are called offsides, and that'll bring them 5 yards closer to make it 3rd and 2. Snap. Hardy gets the ball. Hardy is stopped cold by Cole Giles and number 16, Seth Mazumoto. So Giles stepping in for the bloodied Brandon Long, playing well here on the outside. 4th and 3. We'll see what they go with. Hardy, the lone back. He will not get the ball. The receiver still on his feet before he's brought right. And now there's I thought I saw a penalty flag down there near the end, but if that's going to be a face mask, if anything. So Denavali, the receiver, Mavrides credited for the tackle, as was Seth. So it'll be halfway to the field goal. They don't bother to tell us what the penalty is, which is unfortunate. So first and goal, they're going from the close snap. He'll take it himself, and he'll be denied as he's bent backwards, but he picked up maybe a half yard, and it'll be second and goal. So we'll see if he'll go from the shotgun, and he'll go under center. Knoll coming off. Got a lot of time off this clock and put some points on the board. So the Titans with Fajardo, and I can't see who that is on the other side. Kazanjian, the kicker. It'll go short. Titans. So Karapetian took the ball and saw the pressure coming up right where it was. I don't know how that was set up, but you're not going to catch him with a couple of guys they had after him. So short play their offense. Short the quarterback. Karapetian. So I do not. Saul is. He's not on the. So they're giving him a Karapetian an opportunity to run the ball. Titans take it in the half. Pass play. This is blitz. That ball, but he got it out there to Grizel, so the Titans will be forced to punt the ball. First punt by them. You don't want to let La Cañada back in the game here, but Titans did not. And brought in at the 25 is Fajardo. So Reese in the one to the left. To Reese, pardon me, to Hard. That quick. Man in motion, snap goes, fake, pass out on the right side. Masamoto, or pardon me, a hard hit and a fumble, and the Titans get it. So the Titans pick up their second turnover right there. So Fajardo gets the fumble recovery. I don't see who did the initial hit. So it must have been close to the clock. So the second with the Titans. No, they don't. They have single coverage on pass to Grizel. He looks for it. He has a touchdown and pass interference. So a touchdown by Grizel. Grizel had him beat. Nice throw by Connor Short. We'll wait to see what the penalty is. My guess is it is pass interference on pass. How did they call holding on the offensive? And it looks like that holding is on number 75. A little upset about it, but he is not happy. He was not happy. But so they're offsetting penalties, so it'll be. The Titans will move back. He's got an avenue down, so good job making the ball to Karapetian and keeping it to bring up that first down. Excuse my cough. It's all that tequila before a game. San Marino had a whole bunch of penalties against him last week, and I was looking at the game film over the last week, and some of them were very questionable, especially on the outside receivers. But it's tough not to hold when you're by yourself out there and you're trying to hold the guy. But it seemed like they just called them as a matter of course, just because they've seen other people do that. So. San Marino now with 2nd and goal from about the 3-yard line. Well, they forgot to put it back on after the penalty. There was not a timeout. So there's a lack of communication occurring right now where they're not getting the play in. So 3rd and goal.
Thank you.
3rd and goal for the Titans. I noticed Billy Daves is out. Billy had a couple of good games there, and he must have gotten banged up. So Titans now on 3rd and goal. Single switches position. They got it. They might have a chance here. Does he get in? No. They're going to say no, just outside. So it's going to be 4th and goal. And what are they going to do here? So the Titans right at the brink. They're going to place the ball on the 1. 8-yard gain. Good run by Singal. Yeah, it's because it does. You're right. It's like, but the ball looks on the 1. So the ball's on the 1. The Titans come to the line, up 21-7, 4th and goal. 4th and goal. Handoff goes, no. Short keeps it and slides on the outside. So a great job by the Titans overcoming a couple of penalties and the use of the timeout to score again. And this is of critical importance because the Titans do get the ball to start the second half as they deferred after winning the So Jordan Evans out of McGreedy's hold. The kick is up and into the band. Into the band, and the kick is good. So 28-7 with 2:05 left. San Marino with the first offensive prowess we've seen in any game. All started with a turnover, and ironically, the turnover ended up. Here comes the T-shirt cannon. What's that? Here comes, it's up here.
That's a lousy job.
So 28-7 Titans. The Titans will kick off. 2 minutes left. La Cañada has all 3 of their timeouts. Jordan Evans' kickoff goes short. Picked up about the 20, moves to the outside. A missed tackle by Valentin before brought down by number 4 Aguilera and number 18, I believe that is Prappis. And there is a hurt Spartan on the field. So we'll go down in the traditional cross fingers on your knees. You're.
I don't think I have anything on. But
There we go. So as they treat the injured Spartan, I will tell you, a good crowd here for homecoming. A lot of Titan fans. I see Thomas Airy. Landon is in the audience. Nigel Landon. I could never get his name right last year, so why should I get it right this year?
don't rush into it.
So he is up. That's number 12. He's one of their receivers. He seems to be limping off. And so Titans looking to keep him off the clock, go in 28-7. Be huge Titans. Reese back to pass as good coverage by the Titans along the La Cañada side. So 2nd and 10. Second and 10. New running back in the back with Reese. Reese rolls to the right. Throws downfield. Incomplete. Don't know who he's throwing to. He threw it over. Good coverage. Titans had 5 guys covering 3 receivers back there. And the pass fell incomplete. 3rd and 10. Reese will not hesitate to run the ball. And he does it very effectively. He's just not getting the time. The Titans putting great pressure. Seth Canal, Hasibi, Uriarty, man in motion. High snap. The handoff goes to number 25. He's got some speed. He'll get the first down. That's a new running back. Brian Starren is the running back. He picks up 11. 138 as the clock will set upon it going again. Now just a $1:30 left. Handoff goes to Starren again. He brings the ball up to about the 46-yard line. And La Cañada will finally call a timeout. A $1:17 left here in the first half. Titans offense working on all cylinders tonight. Defense, with the exception of one drive, has done an excellent job. So the Titans seem to be up to the brag. Yeah, I mean, we have been watching. Mitch and I were just talking about how this has it been kind of impressive because the Titans before tonight have played defensively relatively well as they did last week. Offense has kind of struggled, but some fortunate turnovers and some short fields have given the Titans 14 points, and then some very good drives. That first drive was the most efficient drive the Titans have had, 3 passes and a touchdown. Second drive was all on the ground. Third, short distance. Fourth, short distance based upon turnover. So very opportunistic tonight. This goes to Hester. Staring on the ball. This time he's hit really, really hard for no gain by Seth Mazumoto and Hasibi. So the clock continues to move. 1-0, just 1 minute left here in the first half. La Cañada still has 2 timeouts. Handoff goes to Staring again. This time he's hit again by Hasibi. If the Titans had a timeout, they might call it, but they don't. So Staring a little slow that time to get out. He does not look all that big. I do not know what happened to Hardy, who has been their number 21, their premier running back. I don't see him standing up over there on the sidelines. A lot of times they'll play him in the slot, but not tonight. So they're just going to let it run here. They don't want to allow the Titans an opportunity. There is a 5-second countdown. They're going to try one last opportunity here. Timeout La Cañada. Interesting, but with 4th down, they did not want to give the Titans an opportunity to do anything with the ball. So they ran it all the way down. They weren't going to run an offensive play. They just ran it all the way down and called a timeout.
Chase, what position you got? And what? Are you guys good? 2 and 3? 2 and 1? So you say were you in the Super Bowl last year? And I announced it?
So Grizel's going to go back to cover the punt, or else he's going to go back to knock it down. Now he comes back off the field. I don't understand this. So they're going to go. They wanted Grizel in there perhaps to just play center field for him, because they've got no timeouts. There is 8 seconds left. This will be the last play of the first half. Roll to the right. Hasibi pressures. Throw to the outside. Nothing's going to happen there. And with 2 seconds left, they go out of bounds. And now they'll have the ball on the 39, maybe the 40-yard line. So this is their last chance. So they will bring Grizel in, bring Leong out, and they'll have guys playing center field here. Grizel's job will be to knock anything down that he can. Roll right again. Good pressure on the right side. He is hit. It is picked off by Mazumoto, but that will end the first half. So good pressure by the Titans. End the first half, and the Titans go in the first half up 28-7. Please stick around and enjoy it as it was homecoming.
Good job, Chase. Running back and the wide receiver. Folks, don't go anywhere. It's time for homecoming. We're going to meet all the homecoming court, and the band is getting ready a special band presentation here at the half as well. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Let's welcome San Marino High School's homecoming court. We'll be introduced to us here at halftime. Let's start with our freshman princess. It's Allison Garcia. Allison is born and raised in San Marino and is now a freshman at San Marino High School. She's enjoying her first few months here and can't wait for these next 4 years at SMHS. She's so excited for her first homecoming, and she's escorted by her brother, Anthony Garcia. Allison Garcia, the freshman princess. Our freshman prince is Ryan Single. Ryan was born and raised by the lovely Jenny Single, who's walking with him today. Ryan is 14 and played football, it says, until he broke his tibia and injured his right eye. Fine football player is Ryan. Sorry you're not out there with us tonight or for the rest of the frost-off season, but welcome freshman prince Ryan Single and his mother Jenny. Our sophomore princess is Yuki Lee. Yuki enjoys spending time with friends in the cheer program and with friends in art. She attended Valentine Elementary in first grade and has been in the school district ever since. Yuki joined the top squad at Huntington Middle School and has continued her passion to cheer here at San Marino High School. In her spare time, she enjoys capturing videos and pictures that later give her something to look back at. She and her friends believe that if she puts the effort and puts the room decoration, she should be getting straight A's. Yuki's with her brother Darren Lee. Yuki Lee.
Yes, Yuki!
Good to see Darren. The sophomore prince is Lucas Levy. Lucas's hobbies include running, soccer, and reading. His favorite activities include cross-country, participating in ASB as a sophomore class president. He has 3 siblings, Justin in 8th grade, Daniela in 6th grade, and Alexander in the 3rd grade. He's being escorted by his mom, Claudia Cadavid Lucas Levy. The junior princess is Elise Hong. Elise also participates in the band where she plays the tenor sax and is also a part of the robotics program and ASB. She enjoys watching food videos and sleeping, don't we all? Even with these activities, Elise is ready to take on her junior year and make it amazing. She's walking with her brother Ethan Hong. Let's say hello to junior princess Elise Hong. Wave to us, Elise. There you go. Thank you. The junior prince is Bryce Tobiano. Bryce is currently a junior at San Marino High School, accompanied by his father Dwight Tobiano and his mother Zilla Tobiano. High school also plays basketball for the Titans at the freshman JV level and participates in ASB as treasurer and media commissioner. Outside of school, Bryce enjoys editing films and volunteers for various technological organizations. He wants to thank his parents, fellow ASB members, and friends for a great junior year. Junior Prince Bryce Tobiano. Our senior princess is Roya Nadim. Roya can be considered a professional napper, she says. Well, who isn't? She's also been a devoted member of Mount Trial for 3 years. She loves her dog JJ more than life, she says, even though he's spoiled. Roya likes to make music, art, and read, but mostly spend time with her friends and family who are her everything. She's walking with her mom, Mitra Nadim. Let's say hello to senior princess Roya Nadim. Somebody else is there with Roya too. Hello. The senior prince is Sean Hahn. Sean is a man of many words. He's energetic, crazy, and fun. Words aren't enough to describe the characteristics of Sean. He loves to goof around and save this positive vibe. Sean likes to hang out with his friends and joke. He's always on the grind and pursuing happiness. He loves to mess around and keep a lighthearted mood. Sean is the GOAT, and walking with him are his parents, Daniel and Rachel Hahn, the senior prince, Sean Hahn. Wearing that sweet tuxedo and tennis shoes. I like that. And now let's meet our homecoming queen, Luna. As a senior at San Marino High School, she's been in the district of kindergarten at Carver, 13 years ago. Her commitment to the city began when she was 5 years old as a Girl Scout and completed 11 years later when she reached the ambassador level, receiving her gold award. She partnered with the Family Promise of San Diego Valley organization to help homeless families with young children. In addition, she spent countless hours swimming competitively at the Rose Bowl Aquatic Center. Since the age of 7, Callie has been on the varsity swim team starting her freshman year and has been captain the next year. She's been awarded the MVP award after her sophomore and junior years. Callie is looking forward to completing her senior high school at San Marino with her family and friends by her side. And she's walking here with her father, Fernando Villaluna, and her mother, Dujan Villaluna, our homecoming queen, Callie Villaluna. Smiling for pictures. Congratulations, Callie. And now, last and certainly not least, is our homecoming king, Kai Berra. Kai is currently a senior at San Marino High School. He enjoys spending quality time with his family and friends and the biggest passion for sports. Started playing basketball, running cross country and volleyball in middle school, and was able to achieve spots on all 3 varsity teams. His transition to high school, Kai decided to follow his sister Kayla, who plays volleyball at USC, by the way, her path by pursuing volleyball as his main sport. He's earned a position on the varsity squad as a freshman, has been captain and MVP for the Titans for 2 years. He dreams of qualifying for CIF again and winning the championship ring. Here it is last year in San Marino High School. Kai recently joined club volleyball at San Gabriel Elite and wants to play collegiately. He's walking here tonight with his mother Tina and is joined by his aunt and uncle in the crowd. Our homecoming king is Kai Berra. Folks, let's give a big round of applause to San Marino High School's homecoming court. Congratulations. Enjoy the remainder of your evening.
Can you guys please be careful? You're making the camera shake. Thank you.
Darren Lee, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great excitement and honor that I ask you to join me in welcoming to present our halftime entertainment, the award-winning 2018 San Marino Titan Regiment. From June to November, each student's 88-member ensemble will rehearse and perform close to 300 hours to learn and perfect their individual and collective marching and drill techniques. Recently, the band is performing as a special guest at the Centennial Celebration kickoff for the Huntington Library, Art Museum, and Botanical Gardens. Tonight, on each home game this fall, we'll witness the fine-tuning, discipline, and energy by the Titan Band as it prepares for its fall competition season in the highly competitive 3A division of the SCSBOA, that's the Southern California School Band and Orchestra Association, and also the WBA, the Western Band Association, field competitions. This spirited regiment ensemble is under the student leadership of drum major Jeremiah O, assistant drum major Amanda Anderson, drum captains Calvin Zhu, Brenton Lamb, Jamie Lamb, Jocelyn Chang, and Kelly Chang, and color guard captains Amanda Liu and Amanda Lee. The Titan Marching Band is debuting with these uniforms, these sweet new uniforms tonight for the first time. They're the first new uniforms in 11 years. They'll be performing their 2018 field show entitled Forged in Fire. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to the 2019 San Marino Regiment. My favorite question of the week, drum major Jeremiah O, is your band ready? I love this. Checks to his right. Song has very significant meaning. And that means, heck yes, we're ready. You may now take the field in exhibition. Musical Director, Mr. Shunta Horikawa. Percussion Caption Head, Scott Tanaka. Visual Caption Head, Ryan Mead. And Color Guard Caption Head, Andrew Hersey. The band also thanks the San Marino High School students, parents, faculty, and the instrumental music boosters for their support during the season and at all of the competitions.
Well, hello and welcome back to San Marino Statement. We just saw a beautiful, fireworks display, and the Titans displaying some fireworks of their own tonight, Mitch, coming out scoring 28 points, which is probably as many points as we've scored in the last 3 games.
Kind of like we're back in the hobby era in a way. So 28 points in the first half. Excellent first half of football for San Marino. Outstanding fireworks show, Steve. Looks like we're getting the Bay Area fog rolling in here for the second half. But it's just some debris from the fireworks show at halftime.
Yeah, hopefully it'll clear out quickly. The Titans, who won the toss, deferred until the second half. We'll start with it. Titans just scored before the end of the first half to make it 28-7. Titans have come out offensively and scored on 4 of 5 possessions, something that did not happen. Now, saying that, they've had some short fields. 2 turnovers as well as a bad snap on a pass have given short fields for the San Marino, but nonetheless, they put together their original drive, which was outstanding. Not a short drive, just a bang, bang, bang pass drive after an interception by Masamoto. And then the next drive, they did it all on the ground. So they're showing a great deal of versatility, and I think it's got Cañada off guard. We'll see the adjustments to make in the second half as kickoff will begin here in just a second. Fernando and Carapetian back at about the 10-yard line. They've tried both. They tried the short kick as well, but you've got to be concerned with an onside kick from Cañada. Yep. Good job by Valentino, who comes up with it. Right as we say it, you had to be concerned with it. Cañada likes to do that, trying to get themselves back in the game by stealing a possession, but it didn't work. And the Titans now will start with the ball on the 48.
Man, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to announce the band, the homecoming, help the kid, go back to play-by-play, or I don't know, maybe just get over to the Sutherlands a little bit early tonight, Steve. Here's the fake handoff. Short will keep it. Short straight up the hash mark, and he will have about maybe a first down.
Well, that's a great fake. It's a different fake than we've run before. Typically, it is on the outside, but there it is the crossing fake to Carapetian. He keeps the ball and runs up the middle. It's more something that we saw the Titans run in past years, especially with Blake Cabot, and did it with success.
So 11 yards on first down for San Marino, and the Titans moving from our right to our left, heading towards the west end zone here at Titan Stadium. 3 wide receivers to the top of your screen and 1 to the bottom. Handoff to, I believe that's Carapetian, and he will get a yard on the play before he's brought down. And we've got an injury on the play. I think it's an injured Spartan. That is number 8. Andy Kazanian.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be. He's moving his arms. I don't know. He was hit pretty hard. I think he's just trying to. There, he's now brought up his legs. So could have been just a helmet into the stomach. The Titans not getting the push off on the offensive line on the right side that time. So he's okay. He was just a little shook up. He's all shook up, and now we'll get back out there. Clock will start. Titans have to be smart with this time. Okay, go directly to the line.
So, second down and 9 for the Titans. Short claps his hand, takes the snaps, fires outside, has a man. That is Michael Prappus, and Michael Prappus has a first down for San Marino.
There's a flag on the opposite side. I don't know what he could be calling.
Michael Prappus.
He's not in a position to call hold. It might be an offsides, but he threw it in the direction of the Titans.
Pass from short to Trappist.
But they're going to discuss it. A great
Brought down with 14.
catch and throw. But as we wait for the penalty call, they're discussing it. It looked as though they threw it in the direction of the Titans. It can't be a hold, and that would be the only thing I can imagine it is, because he's not the guy to call a hold unless it was way on the outside, and it wouldn't have been. Illegal procedure on the Titans again.
Illegal procedure is indicated against San Marino.
Now, the Titans had several of those, Mitch, a couple of games ago, and the problem was we weren't covering up from the receiver was not stepping all the way to the line, and so we weren't covering an outside. We weren't just covering up the line. I don't know if the same thing was called there.
Procedure call moves the ball back to the 45-yard line. Second down and 14.
Unlucky break by the Titans.
Smell the gunpowder or the fireworks?
Napalm
Steve?
in the morning.
Yeah, I love the smell of the fireworks in the evening. Where's my 110 soldier? Let me crank that up.
Little inside joke, folks.
It'll probably be the same thing tonight, however.
Yeah,
the smoke will be coming in, and I'll be sitting around. So second down and 14 for the Titans. Very slow-moving third quarter. San Marino leads by 21 points. Clock rolling now, and the Titans will put it in play on second and long. Short fakes a handoff, fires this side, has a man, Grizel, and Grizel dragging tacklers, and he'll finally be brought down after a gain of about 10.
Yeah, the Titans going for that really, really quick pass tonight on both sides. Good job with Grizel moving the ball inside after the catch, picking up some after yards, but it's just that really, really quick hit in both flats, and La Cañada is unable to cover up on that. So
nice throw, quick slant. Boy, Short, I'm telling you something, Steve. Since he took that 3 weeks off because of an injury, has come back and been sharp.
He really has.
I think he was 20 for 24 last week in the win at South Pasadena, and he's got a very high completion percentage again this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. Single is the lone setback. Coach Justin Mesa is giving signs for the adjusted call. Claps hands. Short's going to keep it right side. Has a couple yards on the play, and he will get a San Marino first down.
Well, good job by the offensive line that time. They did not allow any penetration. They stood him up and moved him inside, and the Titans having some success with that run, although I don't, it always concerns me the way he holds the ball at times. He holds it like a
proverbial loaf of bread, they used to say.
Although in my house, you always carry the loaf of bread as close because you don't know who's going to try to eat
who's
it.
going to try to take it.
Yeah.
Glover could be hiding around any corner.
Especially if it's sourdough.
That's right. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Titans lead 28-7. Short fires outside, has a man, Karapetian, and he'll be tripped up on a nice tackle, but he will still get about 7 yards.
Yeah, another good placement of that pass. Karapetian doing that just quick slant to the outside, and they cannot cover him because of his speed. Karapetian they've learned to use differently. They use him much more in the slot these days than just as a pure running back, and it's really opened up the game for the Titans.
So the Titans will have it second down and 4 as the clock runs. And San Marino in no hurry to move this clock, are they, Steve?
No, and why would they be?
Yep, they've got a nice 21-point lead, and they're heading for more and are already within field goal range of Jordan Evans. Shotgun snap, kept by Short. Nice movement, and Short will get a first down for San Marino.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, the key to that is making sure that the offensive line gets to the second level. If we could get to the linebackers, then we're going to have that type of extra success. And tonight, the offensive line, which is playing like a unit, you see those 5 guys walking right there, 75, 50, 58, 64, and 70. Those guys are playing like a unit tonight, and that's something that they've really they started that unit play last week, and this week they've really expanded on it.
Well, you got that right. They've got a lot of different schemes to block for, Steve. They've got the zone read. They've got the straight run up the middle with single, and then they've got the longer and the shorter passing. So it's not like they're just doing one thing well. They're doing all of them well. Good pass protection.
And they are in La Cañada runs about 4 or 5 different defensive line setups, and so the Titans have been able to achieve success against any of them. And it's really a credit to the offensive line. And you notice now how in the first half that ball would have gone to single, and now they know that they're on to single, so short is keeping the ball. And it's just a very smart play from Connor Short, not making the mistakes he made earlier in the season, keeping the passes short, not trying to force things where they shouldn't be forced. There's Mitch. Are they signaling to you?
Not to me. They're looking for something, possibly if they're looking for a cart or something like that. The player, unfortunately, is not moving much over there.
Are they calling for the doctor?
Not sure. You'd think the doctor would have been there quite some time ago, but I'm not going to question the medical profession.
And you could announce if there's a doctor in the house, and about 2/3 of the audience might stand up. I saw Dr. Steve Park earlier, who played here.
But I know these doctors, they'll be leaving. Yeah. But, if there's a doctor in the house, the doctors will leave and the attorneys will go down on the field.
Yeah, really.
Reach for a business card and head on down to the field.
Well, no, this is troublesome because you're right, Mitch. The type of attention that they are dealing with right now. And I didn't see the hit.
Nor did I. I do think that the injured player has moved his legs. And any movement is positive, of course, in these situations. Steve, did you ever play and have a serious injury on the field while you were involved?
Yes. 2 broken legs. One by Tracy Guile and one by Jim Gott.
No kidding.
Jim broke his leg his junior year. And I think nothing like this. I mean, a broken leg, the guy's writhing in pain, but at least he's writhing.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember in a practice one time, a teammate of mine dislocated his hip.
Oh.
And I've never seen anything like that in my life. And so he took a hit at the goal line on goal line defense practice, fell backwards, and his hip was like back over his head.
Ouch.
Like if you see how like they stretch like hurdlers and stuff like that, or gymnasts where they can like do a complete. Well, it was unbelievable. I mean, it was and it was a dislocated hip. It was not a good thing.
The paramedics
I think he's
are here
moving.
now.
Yeah, he's getting up.
Yeah. Okay. So the type of precaution is the appropriate level of care in these situations because you just don't know, and we're happy to see him up. I do not. Do you see the number 32?
It was 32. Luke Fogarty was the injured
Fogarty.
player. Yeah.
So we're happy to see that he's up. He's sitting. They just extra precaution. The Titans with a 1st and 10.
I think it's one of those times you might get a stinger or something like that. It's like, okay, can you feel your left toe? Can you feel your left knee? And then they did an entire inventory, and his answer was yes, and so he's back up, and that's a good thing. Not
And the
fun
medical
of the situation
staff
at all, but I've
taking
been
it.
in that situation as well.
Well, yeah. Fortunately, I never suffered any really substantial injury.
So the Titans looking at 1st and 10 after the run by Connor Short. The ball is at about the 13-yard line. Karapetian is the tailback. He's wearing the pink arms or undershirt in honor of Breast Cancer Month. And that is a handoff to Karapetian, and he'll pick up about 5.
Once again, there was a big hole there, a little delay in the handoff. Had it been hit a little further, I think he would have picked up more. But
a
good job by Karapetian, who's become just coverage,
Jacob Hardy,
which is different. What they have traditionally run is a slant, but along the hash lines, but they're throwing more in the center of the field. I didn't see them doing that, and maybe there's a reason behind it.
And number 12, Tron Grizel. Number 8, Andy Kazanian is in punt formation for the Spartans.
Karapetian and looks like Tron Grizel. And there's a penalty. And we don't know what it is. But he's going to just mark it off against them. Oh, you know what?
Is indicated against the Cañada.
And that is he picked up the ball and put it back down, and then probably
spot at the 6-yard line.
Probably he didn't reset, and sometimes centers have problems with that. Grizel will fair catch. He gets bumped. That's a penalty.
It hit a Spartan on the back. I'm not sure if the Titans can get it.
Well, that ball should go up there because it hit him, and it's going to be. They said it was touched by
ball down to the 28
them.
Yard
so
line. First down, San Marino.
Again, Craig.
Hey, minor folks, the
So
950 parent
the ball will
party
be
is
placed
next
on
weekend,
some
26th.
activity down below us. Has cost us some concentration. So Titans will have the ball at the 27-28 line here.
Go to www.smhsfundraiser.com.
Handoff goes to Singal. Big hole. He's still on his feet. Takes it all the way out to the 19, all the way to the 19 yards before he's being brought down.
9-yard gain on the play. Tackle made by
good play by Singal. We haven't really seen that run recently, but the Titans put it in their quiver.
And 2. Second and short for San Marino. Is this a passing down, Steve?
It
a lot
could
of
be.
times it is. Short. Hands off to Karapetian up the middle, and Karapetian will have a first down and much, much more as he fights for yards down inside the 10-yard line.
Another good job. Karapetian has that missability where he has very quick right to left or left to right. He's very good lateral movement, and then he's able to kick it into higher speed. That time he forced someone to miss him by just taking one step to the left and then took off running. So the Titans, once again, inside the 10-yard line.
First and goal for the Titans, and they will snap it, as Steve said, from about the 9, maybe closer to the 8-yard line. But good field position for the Titans. And I'd like to know Cañada's run 4 or 5 plays this entire quarter.
Sorry for laughing.
No, you're not. You're not sorry at all. First and goal, San Marino. Short takes a look to his bench. Handoff to Single. Cuts it up the middle. He might get there. He does. Nick Single touchdown.
So the Titans put up another 6, 41-7. This is the very important extra point because it'll send us into running clock. Something the Titans have not done.
Zarahun to snap, Mavridis to hold, Evans to
Evans' kick is up, and it is good. And we will have, ladies and gentlemen, a running clock.
Kick is good. Your score is San Marino 42, Cañada 7.
So an excellent job by that offense, taking advantage of every opportunity providing them today. Penalties, turnovers, great field position, and they haven't missed an opportunity.
Song dancing to the fight song. Oh, look at your sister.
Karen Beardsley and Frank Beardsley making an appearance today, or actually they're making an appearance and they're leaving.
Good to see them.
Good to see Karen out.
And the Titans now will have a running clock. Somewhere, as we say, Mike Hobby is smiling. Coach Hobby, if you're listening or watching, this is the honorary, we're going to call it the Mike Hobby running clock.
Mike Hobby running clock.
The running clock brought to you by Mike Hobby. How's that sound?
He certainly loved it. He reduced injuries. It got him home quicker to his tequila.
The only person that was hurt by the running clock was Hobby when he reminded the referees, and he'd make the winding motion with his arm and did a lot of rotator cuff damage, I believe. Here's a little chop kick by Evans to about the 25-yard line. And return up the middle and some nice yardage, but he will be brought down by Jackson Heron, penalty marker on the field.
Flag down, tackle by Jackson Herring. We'll see what that flag's all about.
On the return,
I am surprised that the penalty should not stop it. So here it is. I think there's going to be a little chippiness out there now by La Cañada, given the way they traditionally act. Of course, when you have Aguilera and Karapishian over there, you never know.
Conduct is whistled against San Marino.
Oh, yeah, well. So it'll improve their situation, but I don't understand why the clock's not running right now. I think it runs during penalties. Someone wake up Andrew Gale, who's the clock right now. (42-7), 11:45 left.
Snap to Reese. Handoff to number 25. Who is that running the ball? I didn't see who it is.
That's Stefan or something like that.
Starren, the ball carrier.
Yeah.
I think Canoel made the tackle. Starren, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 74.
And with the lead of 35, they're going to probably sit Hasibi. Hasibi has struggled with a knee and was sick this week, so I think they'll probably rest him. Yeah, a little movement. Yeah, it is running clock because the penalty is not going to stop that. So the Titans have dominated every aspect of this game. Offensively, defensively, turnovers. They've only turned the ball over once. Quick pass by Reese to the outside, finds his receiver, immediately brought out of bounds.
Reese's pass is complete.
13, that is.
Brought in by number 19, Justin Zoltzman. Run out of bounds by 13, Johannes Zerahun. Is there a loss, Will?
I think it's no gain.
No gain. 3rd and 15. Did I miss a penalty?
I took a short nap there. Did I pass out? I'm sorry. Where did they lose those yards?
I don't know.
Oh, on the penalty. You're right.
So here we go. And now I think we've got another penalty, and that's going to be against La Cañada.
Yeah, they're just imploding. 5-2 coming in. We'll go home 5-3. San Marino 2-6. We'll go home 3-6. We'll stay home 3-6. The most important aspect, however, is that the Titans will be 2-1 in league. La Cañada will be, I think, 1 and or they'll be 2-1 as well, but they still have to face Monrovia.
Here's Reese, straight drop back, throws, and that is knocked away by Faardo.
Boy, Fajardo was on his hip.
Zoltzman. Knocked down by number 5, Nathan Fajardo.
Fourth down. Don't know what they're going to do here.
Incomplete pass brings up 4th down for the Spartans.
Checking on the Monrovia score. They are beat South Pass 49-7. So
Kick is down at the 26.
Oh, here's a fight down below.
San Marino.
Heron Jackson, and then
44 yard.
don't know what happened, but I don't know why they're not
Folks, we have a birthday
riding
out there with
him,
Katie
but
Kirkendall. Katie is a senior at San Marino High School, and this
unfortunately
is her
that has stopped the
birthday.
clock.
Katie,
No, it's
this
not.
song is for you.
Whose birthday is this, Mitch?
Katie Kirkendall. She's
Oh.
a senior. Member of the Lady Titan tennis team. Happy birthday, Katie Kirkendall, on the field.
So, personal foul
Unsportsmanlike conduct
on La Cañada. So that personal foul, I believe, was called only on La Cañada. That ball will be moved up 15 yards from that location. Or was it offsetting? I did not. Was it offsetting? It was offsetting.
Unsportsmanlike conduct fouls, so it'll be 1st and 10. San Marino from the 25-yard line.
They didn't eject anybody, but they've got a new offensive guard in there, I believe. Hey, Gil? Gil, is that your son out there? 62?
The kid who just got thrown out.
So Gil getting a taste of varsity here. They'll march this off, and then they will march it back.
Would that be a suspension?
Unless they called. I don't know why they do this. I thought they
Was
called
that a
it.
personal foul?
Yeah, but they called a personal foul against La
Personal foul is
Cañada.
indicated against San Marino, half the distance to the goal line. 1st down, Titans from the 14. So San Marino will have it a little bit deeper than they thought.
So Andy Sutherland, the new quarterback.
And yeah, you're right. Hand off to Carapiscia. Nice block by Sutherland, who got out in front of the run.
Yeah. And now there's a penalty flag now.
Penalty marker on the field. New quarterback is number 11, Andy Sutherland.
So the clock will continue to run. But there is another penalty.
Pickup of 11 yards on the play.
And I didn't.
This is what personal foul is whistled against the Spartans.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a little chippy. So that was right. Sutherland handed off and then had an excellent block around the right side.
You know how they say a lot of times, Steve, you could call holding on every play?
Oh, yeah.
I think right now you could call personal foul on every play.
Well, yeah. And
That-
sometimes on me, you could call both holding and a personal foul.
Penalty against the Spartans, lose the ball to the 40-yard line. 1st down, San Marino. So the Titans have a 1st down at the 40-yard line after the personal foul call. And here's a handoff to James Aguilera, and Aguilera will be dropped right at the line of scrimmage. James Aguilera, the ball carrier, number 4.
They've got to put a rope around Aguilera.
Ryan Spate. No gain. 2nd
Yeah.
and 10.
There's a level of maturity that sometimes you look at the same guys get those type of penalties, and James is an emotional, very enthusiastic player, but he has to get control of his emotions in time.
Sure does. He has a hair trigger, as they say. Sutherland, the quarterback. Handoff to Karapetian. Karapetian trying to find some running room. And he's hit hard from behind, but he'll be knocked closer to a first down.
He was hit hard.
The ball carrier, Jacob Hardy, number 21, with the stop for the Spartans.
3:38.
7 yards on the play. Third and 3.
So as it's always fun when these games get a little chippy when you're ahead.
Yeah. It sure is. Lots of fun when it gets chippy in your head. When you're behind, it's the complete opposite.
Oh, my gosh.
Are they going to give Mesa the Gatorade bucket over the head?
Oh.
They're sneaking up there with Gimme Pranolo. So here we go. 3 minutes now left to go. Running clock. Here's Sutherland going to keep it. Sutherland cuts it up across the logo, and he will have another San Marino first down. Andy Sutherland, the ball carrier, brought down by number 2. Walker Baggett, 16-yard gain on the play. First down, San Marino, official timeout on the field. That's Glover.
Well, number 75 lost his helmet there. He'll have to come out for a play unless it was knocked off. So Seth Canal will have to come in.
The good news is he's running towards the correct bench.
Yeah. There was a time or two. Oh, and now here comes don't.
Clock is running. 2 minutes left to go in the ball game. And San Marino comfortably ahead, leading the Spartans by a score of 42-7.
You don't mind, I'm just going to watch my son here on the sideline for a second.
Okay. Fumble on the play is picked up, I believe, by Sutherland, and he will stumble forward for a couple yards on the play. 3-yard pickup. Sutherland, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 75, Ryan Spate. Gain of 3. Second down, 7. Second down and 7 for the Titans after the 3-yard gain by Andy Sutherland. And we will only have a couple more plays as we are down to our final 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Well, the good news is the Titans have next week off, so they could get even more guys healthy and be playing for what will be a playoff position.
A minute left to go in the ball game. Here's Sutherland. I think he's just probably going to take a knee here, and he does. Sutherland takes a knee and brings third down. And that might end the ball game. I think they'll snap it one more time, and that will be the end of tonight's ball game.
Well, I do think the Titans came out with one purpose in mind, and that is to do as much destruction tonight and win this ball game. And they have. They came out and proved themselves and proved to the league that they are a very good team, and tonight they proved it. Well, so, Mitch, 2 weeks. We got a week off as the Titans are victorious tonight.
Final score, San Marino 42 and
42-7 is the final. As you watch the teams, congratulations. This has been a...
San Marino has next.
Are we done? This is Steve Tull for Mitch Lehman. Thank you for joining us. Good night.
November 1st, right here at Titan Stadium. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock p.m. The Frost Soft squads from Temple City and San Marino will meet here on Thursday, October 31st to spend your Halloween here at Titan Stadium at 3:30 p.m. for the Frost Soft game between the Titans and the Ravens. Happy homecoming, everybody. Thanks for coming. Have a